What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? As you can tell, I'm making an evening video, which I normally don't do, but we're gonna do it today. So I just got the Jeep back from doing service, so hopefully I can put that up now and start getting it rented. All my other cars are out. Obviously, the Mercedes is totaled, unfortunately. But we're gonna talk. What we're gonna talk about this video is we're gonna basically do, in a sense, a part two of building business credit, buying cars in your EIN/LLC. So, for those who don't know how you set up an EIN, you need to go to irs.gov, and it's actually free to set up. Make sure you put in the correct information that is going to connect your business. If you do set up a LLC, what I would recommend, again, I'm no professional, set up the LLC first, or kind of set it up, and then do the EIN, so that way it all kind of makes sense, and that way you got all your paperwork and stuff correct. Because the last thing you want to do is not have things correct. So you want to make sure you have things like a business address. You could put your own personal address, but just keep in mind that you need to make sure that everything is connected, because one false thing can make everything look shady, and then, places are not going to want to lend to you. Oh, I feel a little cold coming, a little sore throat or whatever. But essentially, you want to make sure you're connected on your dots. So go to how to create an EIN. You're essentially going to irs.gov. You can set that up. You'll see it all that on there. And then to create your LLC, you need to go to your state's, essentially, the kind of like here in Florida, we have sunbiz.org, I believe it is, where you go up to set up your LLC. So you want to find out what your state's website is to set up your LLC. So that way you're good. Typically, your LLC costs money. Your EIN is free, just FYI. Once you get those things, then I would recommend opening up a business checking account. Like once you open up a business checking account, then that will basically get you started into trying to get business funding. So whether that be business credit card or a business line of credit. Typically, most banks are going to want to have you PG. For those who don't know what PG is, no, it's not Poor George from the Clippers, but it's personally guaranteeing, the funding that they're going to give you. Now, a lot of places, especially if you're applying for a car or you're applying for a pretty substantial amount of money, they're going to want to see a personal guarantee. And 2-year business shows, and this again can take a couple months, as early as 6 months, or as late as 2 years, because some businesses want to see tax returns and things of that nature. Same thing if you were to go apply for an SBA loan, you would need tax returns, 2 years at least, showing that you've been in business, is that you've been somewhat successful. But what you'll want to do after you set up EIN and LLC, open a business checking account. The one that I recommend, and this is the route that I went, I recommend opening up a Chase business checking account. This will then allow you to apply for a Chase business credit card, and you'll get approved like that. Like that. See that? See how fast that was? You get approved just like that. So do that, and then let me know how you guys turn out.